And we are here today to talk to you about something that is a really great addition to your sewing.
Absolutely.
It's software.
Yeah.
So we're on Floriani Total Control, and we are having an event for that coming up in the next couple of months. So I'll get to that a little bit later on in our presentation. But I wanted to show you something that's really cool about software.
Nice.
I love to be able to create things that are unique and my own. And one of those things is making quilt labels that are for individualized on the quilt.
Oh.
So all you have to do to get some text going is you just pick the text box button, and then when I click here, it's going to do this default my text. And over here in the properties window, you can see that right there. This is where I would change it. I can't make it say something different here. I have to tell it here what to say.
Got it.
And so right now, I know this isn't what I'd write on a quilt label, but it's something that at least you'll understand what I'm talking about. I'm going to write Floriani Total. Oops, I don't want them to be capitals.
Turn off caps lock.
Floriani Total Control. But you get the idea. I mean, you could do it with anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's actually called Total Control U.
And that's control.
Oh, what would I do without you, Ashley?
We're always the spell checkers, aren't we?
Yeah, so that's on there. And then whenever I come over here, these are my options for the different kinds of fonts that I have. So if I'm not happy with that font, and when you hover over it, you can also see that it'll show you
It's got symbols.
Oops,
and
it went away.
hover. You can do it again. There we go. Well, it liked us for a second. But don't forget also that your apply key hides underneath those little lines, like right in here.
Oh, that's right.
I can't remember exactly where it is. Is it? Yeah, right there, right there. If you, aha!
Tell ya, it takes both of us on some Tuesdays, I'm telling you. Well, most Tuesdays.
Most Tuesdays.
So right here, I can tell it what kind of font I want. Oh, see, I'm like, there it is. There it is. Oh, it'll show you uppercase letters, numbers, symbols, but it had no lowercase letters in that
Got it.
particular one. So if I want that to actually be upper and lowercase, I'm going to have to
Choose a
select
different
a font that can do that. So you have all these different kinds that you can do. I just want to see all the fonts, but you could also just look at outline or small fonts or block fonts.
Okay.
But I want to look at all of them. And so I'm going to come up here and just as I scroll through, you can see all the different fonts, right?
Got it.
And so
I noticed some of those are, again, only capitals.
yeah, I kind of like this one. It's called Ultra.
Oh, that one is kind of cool.
So I'm going to put that one on there. And you notice nothing's changed over here. It's not going to change here until I hit apply because I have the ability to change the height, the spacing, the line spacing, the width on it. I can align it so it's center, or I can do it left or right. I have all those options. So it lets me select those things. And then when I've chosen all my options, I can hit apply. And now it changes
that's
that.
cool.
Oops, I went the wrong direction.
Zoom out, zoom in, zoom out.
God, you all are paying attention.
We'll find it eventually.
Yeah. And then I'll scooch it down a little bit and I'm going to go in just a little bit more.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Gently. Careful.
Careful.
Easy. Oh.
Okay, I'm not so good at I don't have that tender touch apparently.
There you go.
But what's fun about it is you can see I have my design on here.
Yeah.
And if I'm happy with the font, then great. I don't need to change it. But if I did want to, I'd just come back over here and pick a different one. But you also see, I am going to make it a little bit bigger. Let's see if I can do this without making a mess. And I'm going to do just the word Floriani because that's where it stopped and I'm not changing it.
Yes.
You see all these little buttons on here? There's the yellow buttons, there's the blue buttons, and then over here there's different buttons in the corner. If I wanted to affect the entire thing, then I'm dealing with the box that's all the way around it.
Okay, that makes sense.
If I want to deal with individual letters, then I have the ability to make those changes individually and see how I can grab hold of this. So if I wanted this one to come down lower, or for whatever reason, if I wanted that one to not hang down below it, I can make those decisions. I mean, that one was somewhere in that neighborhood, right? And then I also have the ability if I wanted to rotate it, or if I want to rotate it back, if I want to exponentially grow it, but it's what's that word?
It grows the same size all the way around.
Proportional.
There we go.
This is a rotate, and then you're back to another proportional stretch on it. If you were to grab hold on it, I'm going to make it smaller, okay? If I were to grab hold of this one, like I said, it's going to take hold of the entire thing.
Got
And
it.
then if I pull that up, do you see how it pulled it up in the middle?
Oh, interesting.
So I can play with this and make it be so much more than just letters.
Got it.
And I know we all love the lettering that's in our machines, but you know, the reality is that software can really make lettering so much easier. If I needed to move things closer to each other, I can change. Oops, I still have hold of that one. I'm trying to get hold of that.
Might have to zoom in for him too.
I know I'm not that adept at this. See how I'm moving it closer now?
Oh.
Because I got hold of the blue one because I wanted more space in here. If I wanted to move it back out, oops, didn't have hold of it. Got to get your crosshairs on it. Oop.
Here we go.
You can do it with a mouse too, but I'm not good with a mouse. I do better with this. Believe it, I know it's hard to tell that right now, isn't it?
We also don't have a mouse hooked up.
I don't
to
have a
this one.
mouse hooked up to it, so my finger. These are my mice.
There you go.
But you can play with this and move it around and reinvent it to whatever you want it to be. And then let me show you something else that's cool. Not only did I have lots and lots and lots and lots.
Oh my gosh.
Look at all the different lettering I have.
That is
And you can
really
see
cool.
over here on the side, it tells you if it's an outline or if it's block. You'll know what those are.
Huh.
And then when you hover over them, of course, it changes. But the other thing that's really cool, see this right here? TTF. I know you know what that means, Ashley.
True type fonts?
True type font. So if you have like Microsoft Word on your computer, which I think everyone in the world has Microsoft Word
Yeah.
on their computer, all the fonts that live inside there are true type fonts. And so whenever I do that and I want to pull this up, now it's pulling everything that was a true type font in my word processing part of my computer. And so if I just want to go over here and say I really like Arial Black, which I really don't, but I'm going to change it.
Yeah. Pretend.
And then I changed it to that, and when I hit apply,
there it is.
and it kept the things I changed.
Oh, I like that.
which I don't particularly like it on this one, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, you have unleashed the world of fonts because you have the ability to use any free font that's out there. And there's
That's
all
really
sorts of websites with free fonts. Software is what makes this possible.
Got it.
So that's just kind of a taste of what we've got going on here. Ooh, we had some cute little angels that popped over there.
I don't know how we did that.
I don't know how I did it either.
So that'd be good for not just quote labels, but I bet you could make all sorts of like monograms and stuff like that with it too.
Absolutely. And I mean, you can add it to anything. And what's nice with the software is I could bring in designs to pair with it. I can create my own designs. But we have the Fun Fabulous Floriani event
Ooh.
coming up, and it is only $39. And look what that says.
Lunch included.
Lunch
You
included.
almost can't buy lunch for $39.
That's, I'm telling you. I know. Remember it used to be cheap to go to McDonald's?
Oh yeah.
Now it's like I leave and I'm like, oh man.
Or you used to get 5 for $5 at Arby's.
Yeah.
Those were
Those
the
days are
days.
gone. Yeah. So it's limited seating, and we're already taking lots of signups
yeah.
for this. So I don't want you to miss the boat on this one. DJ Anderson and Debbie Homer are going to be here teaching this.
Nice.
And it is how to improve your projects. It's how to learn how to do successful embroidery. The benefits that software can provide for you, and being able to put your own creativity, because if all you ever do is the ones that are supplied to you, that you purchase designs, then you're missing a real big world of
Yeah.
how you can create your own
And
things.
while there are tons of pre-made designs out there, you're limited to just those.
Right. And you can create your own. So here's the thing on this. I want you to join us for Fun Fabulous Floriani. It is
Yeah.
happening at all 6 stores.
Okay.
It is going to be March 6th in Springfield,
Okay.
March 7th in Muskogee, March 9th in Humble, Texas, April 29th in Oklahoma City,
That's nice.
May 3rd in Fayetteville,
Okay.
and May 6th in Tulsa.
That's awesome.
So you have 6 different opportunities to go to this. So if maybe you're visiting friends in town, or you just need to maybe make a trip to a store you haven't been to before,
There you
because that's
go.
the time frame that fits your schedule, whatever it is, sign up for it. It is from 9 to 4 with lunch provided,
Nice.
and it is a great lecture style course, and I can promise you, I don't know what the sale prices are for it yet,
Oh, they
but
always have great sales.
we always have great sales during events.
Is
So
it only about their software?
no, actually, I'm glad you asked that. So DJ is the one that's doing all of our software conversation. And then Debbie, of course, she can speak on that as well, but she's also here to talk to you about all the different kinds of stabilizers that Floriani has,
Oh.
because at some point they all just look like a white roll.
They do.
And help you if you lose the piece of paper that goes with it to try and remember which one it is. But
And
not
you're left licking your stabilizer to find if it's just
well,
wash away or not.
I actually lick my fingers, not the
Oh,
stabilizer.
well, that's probably a better idea.
But that way you can figure out, what it is that works for your project. It's not a one size fits all. If you want the best results, knowing which kind of stabilizer is going to provide that for you
Absolutely.
is a huge benefit. And having an expert like Debbie teach that to you, it's worth your visit. I'm telling you, between the two of them, I've just always learned so much every time we're at a Floriani event. So if you like the idea of being able to take something and with the click of a button, oops, I'm going to take it off of TrueType font because I wanted to put it back on the one I had.
Yeah.
And it was called Ultra. Scroll. I know how to spell. It's at the bottom of the alphabet. There's my Ultra, right? And what did I have to do?
Apply.
Apply. And I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. Okay, I made it a lot smaller. But there it is. And if I wanted to straighten up my F, I could do that again because it's that easy to play with
Yeah.
it. Because all I have to do then is save it, put it on a flash drive,
Put it in the machine.
stitch it out.
Nice.
So I hope you learned something about this. I gave you a taste of it, but we really invite you to join us and meet the experts for the fun, fabulous Floriani to learn all about Floriani Total Control and all of their stabilizers.
Yeah.
So remember to like, share, and comment. And we look forward to having you give us a call and get signed up. Call your local store. Again, that is the Fun Fabulous Floriani event for $39.
See you
You all
guys
have a great week. We'll see you next Tuesday.
See you later.